Hey everyone, I just recently got a PS2 and I was looking for some controllers for it. I found some wireless ones for about $5 Canadian and they just came in, so I'm gonna open them up and give them a look. This looks like it's dongle, goes into the PS2. My understanding is that they should be working on the PS3 as well. So here's the controller. Pretty light. It's made of plastic. It's fully plastic, actually a cheap sort of plastic, and you can hear something inside. I don't know if it's very clear in the mic. There's a loose piece in there for some reason. Looks like it works through battery. Looks like there's an on and off button right there. In contrast, I have the original. So here's what the original looks like. I'll put them side by side. Looks about the same size. This one's lighter. The wireless one's lighter. The real one's a little bit heavier. The buttons feel more like, how do I say? I don't know how to describe it, but they're more clicky. Whereas these buttons are more like, they're softer. I don't know, you can probably hear the difference too. Another thing I noticed was the triangle, O, square, and X. It's kind of like a weird design. The start button and the select button are sticking more out. The grip on the fake one, on the wireless one, feels a little cheaper. The arrow keys feel about the same. And the movement on the fake one's surprisingly a bit smoother, like very slippery. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet, but it feels more like slippery, like it's moving around easier. Whereas on the PS2, it's a bit of it's very slightly, very subtle, but it could be because these are old now. Like there's a bit of dust in here as well. It's probably because they're a little old. Yeah, same, more clicky on the fake one for the L2, R2. Otherwise, it feels the same. If you're looking for, obviously no Sony logos, it's a fake one. If you're looking for something a little more nostalgic, something more original, like the original, this is a good option. I also got one with the design on it. Oh, I forgot. Not a design, but this one's a transparent one. Oh, even the dongle's transparent. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I like this one. Ever since I was a kid, I really like these transparent electronics. They're getting out of style now, but I still like them. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can see the mechanism inside turning as you move these analogs. I wonder how the vibration on this is. Yeah, buttons are equally more clicky on this. This one doesn't have that loose piece that I was talking about. Yeah, this one has a loose piece of plastic in there. I doubt that's a problem, but they're clearly very cheaply made. That's no doubt. L2, R2 also very clicky. The start and select button also sticking out a lot more. And the movement also equally very slippery. That's the best word I can come up with right now. Oh, R3 and L3. Forgot to compare those. Sounds different. Softer on this, more clicky on this again. This is the part where I think this is where the vibration comes. This looks a little bit annoying, especially if I'm using like a projector. I'm gonna be in the dark. It's a little bit distracting. Not a huge fan of that. Especially the clear one. Black one's fine. I mean, that's not an issue. But the clear one, that's looking like not gonna like that. So I'm gonna fire these guys up. See how the vibration on these guys is. I don't see any lights. Oh, is that on or off? This stuff is hard to read as well. It says on off here, and not a huge fan of this very bright light. I can see why transparent controllers are not in style. This is what it looks like. And now imagine you're in the dark. Like with me especially, I play in the dark because I have a projector. Solution for this is, I guess, grab a blanket and just, like, sometimes I'll play and I'll put my entire body inside a blanket. So I guess in those cases it wouldn't really matter. Anyways, let's try this out. Oh, it's not even connecting. Oh, now there's two lights. This is even worse. Okay, so I got it to work. It's a little bit finicky, so that's another thing to keep in mind. So I'm firing up Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, I think called Advanced Warfighter. It's the only game I have right now. I recently got this PS2, so we're gonna see. So vibration on this is pretty soft. I don't feel it. It's not very like, it's not like brrr, you know, it's pretty soft. It's pretty cool, by the way. You can see those weights that I was talking about. Watch this. You can see those spin over here too. It's not focusing very well, but oh, I'm out of ammo. No, yeah, you see that spin as well. I just compared it to the original PS2 controllers, and the original one is you can feel the vibration a lot more. This one's like fainter. It's harder to feel it. I didn't show it because I have to plug it in. I have to go all the way there, so I didn't show you guys me reacting to it, but just take my word for it. It's a lot more faint on this. I'm gonna try the other controller now. Since I'm cheap, I'm just gonna take the batteries out of here and put in the black one. Okay, lights are a lot less flashy on this one. Okay, let's see. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it's about the same. Very faint on this one too. Try grenade. Oh, I just died. Yeah, but very faint on this. Very faint. Do I think it's worth it? How much was it? Like $9? I think it's worth it for the price. I mean, it's dirt cheap, and like it's wireless too. I mean, they're really hard to find wireless controllers, especially online, but I found this one, so I think it's worth it. For the price, it's worth it. It's very cheap, just to bear that in mind, but I think it's worth it. If you have a PS2, I think this is a good addition for the PS2.